It is that time again. It is time for what every cruiser wants. And no matter how many weeks I do this show, no how many times I read these comments, I am still always amazed at some of the audacity that people are willing to type out on their computer and send off to somebody just because they don't like the rules or they don't like what somebody else is doing on the cruise ship. It just amazes me. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video of what every cruiser wants. I got 3 new comments for you guys this week. Let's jump right in here with the first comment and see if you agree or disagree. Hey, why are drone captains who are fully qualified to fly forced to hand over their equipment by the security people? I just got on the Miracle for our Hawaii cruise. I was demanded to hand my Maverick Mini 2 drone and that I would have to go through the laborious task of having to collect it for each of these islands. Why? I know I cannot use it on board, but why do they confiscate drones on embarkation? I am dismayed by this decision and very upset. Drones on a cruise ship. Drones are becoming more and more popular, and they can be great for getting that, perfect aerial shot. But why does cruise lines confiscate your drones? Simply because people have flown them on the cruise ships in the past. They have caused issues. They have caused problems. They can't have these things crashing into the ships while they're out there sailing. What if they hit the navigation system? A passenger who wants to be out on their balcony in their pajamas and have a drone flying by looking in their room? And just because one person knows, hey, I'm not allowed to fly it while the ship is sailing, I guarantee you somebody would do it, somebody would try it, and that is exactly why cruise lines confiscate them on embarkation, and you have to check them in and out of security. That's it. And as cruise passengers, the question would be, do you really want these people to have these drones while the ship is sailing? Do you really want to be out on your balcony, maybe having a romantic evening with your partner, having a drink, watching the sunset, and then suddenly having a drone hanging out by your balcony? Is that something that anybody really wants? Do you want to be up, say, jogging on the jogging track in the morning, watching the sunrise, and get buzzed by a drone? Nobody wants that. It's just not safe. But what do you guys think? Do you agree that the cruise line should confiscate them? Or do you think people should just be trusted to do the right thing? All right, comment number 2. Now, this is a comment that has come up before, and we, of course, are talking about people wearing hats, particularly in the main dining room. Now, look, we all have a different way that we were raised. I can say I was raised that you take your hat off at the dinner table. So I completely understand where the comment is coming from. But I also understand that rules of, etiquette, the old way of doing things, well, it's not the same today as it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. And I think there are some cruisers that can't keep up with the times, particularly as the rules are, easing up and changing on cruise ships. But let's take a look at this comment and you guys decide for yourself. Celebration may be your new ship healed, but I am here seeing the old non-enforced rules. 2 veterans who feel they can wear their caps at dinner. No maitre d' or one of dozens of hostesses who stand at the entrance telling them to take off. I see others wearing baseball caps as well. They were not raised with common manners, or they are very insecure about that bald spot. Wear a cap inside only when on duty and armed. Here is the photo evidence to prove this is happening more and more. Something needs to be done if you do not wish to lose people who lived their lives with decorum. All right, I guess I'm going to say this the easiest and nicest way I can say it. Instead of worrying about if somebody else is living their life with decorum, maybe you should spend some time living your life, minding your own business. Stop worrying about what somebody else in the restaurant is doing. Sit down, enjoy your dinner, have a good evening, spend time with the people you're there cruising with, and just enjoy yourself. It doesn't matter what somebody is doing 4 tables over. If they are wearing a hat, that should not affect your food, that should not affect your conversation, that should not affect the enjoyment of your vacation. What one person believes is correct, what one person believes is good manners, may not be the belief of the person next to you. And honestly, if it's such a big deal that they're going to lose you because other people won't live up to your standards, well, bye. I hate to say it, but that's the honest to God truth. If you can't get out there and enjoy your day, enjoy your vacation, enjoy your meal because the what somebody else around you is wearing and all we're talking about is a hat, that your threat is you will lose people if you don't enforce this rule, I say bye. But you tell me, what do you guys think? Are you going to quit cruising over a veteran wearing a baseball hat in the dining room? Is this really such a big deal that it's ruining your dinner and you're going to leave the cruise lines? And if that's the case, then perhaps a more formal cruise line may be the best option. But you guys let me know what y'all think. And finally, how about a lazy river on the cruise ship? Does anybody have an interest in the lazy river on the cruise ship? Well, this commenter does. Now, this isn't rude. This isn't ugly. I don't feel this one was demanding, but I did think it was worth sharing. Let's take a look. How come Carnival has not put a lazy river attraction on the Mardi Gras or on the Celebration? The ship is big enough for sure. The path of the lazy river needs to connect both sides of the ship so the floaters can view everything. It needs to float right around the bars, giving Carnival more bar revenue. Win-win. Why do you not have an ice rink like blank? They use mini Zambonis to clean the ice and maintains is cheap, I am guessing. Carnival really dropped the ball by not having an ice rink on the new ships and not having a lazy river attraction. All right, so what do you guys think? Does Carnival Cruise Lines need to add a lazy river to the top of their cruise ship? Is that the best use of the available deck space on top of a cruise ship? And is it structurally a good idea? Remember, swimming pools are generally centralized on the top deck. That is to help provide stability to the ship. Too much sloshing water around can, of course, affect stability. So a lazy river probably is not a good structural idea, but I'm not a cruise ship engineer, so I cannot say that 100% for sure. But I'm not also sure that that is a really great use of deck space, but maybe I'm in the minority. What do you guys think? Does Carnival need a lazy river? Should they do like Royal Caribbean and start putting ice rinks on board the ships? Or do you guys feel if you really want an ice rink, just cruise on Royal Caribbean? They have them there for you guys to enjoy. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Lazy river, yes? Or lazy river, no? All right, and that's going to be our video this week for what every cruiser wants. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps this channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.